Johan Langenbick and Peter Coucquyt present RadicL, a new Belgian brand that is reinventing vegetables from the ground up.
Yeah, breaking news. I feel like one of those news networks in the United States with the elections and stuff like that, and I can make a projection. Yes, I can make a projection. There's a new company and a new brand in town, and it's called RadicL.
Vegetables. Healthy for you, good for the planet. Just a shame that commercially grown vegetables lack flavour and nutrients. Imagine if we could grow vegetables that were as naturally flavourful as our favourite snacks. Our answer? RadicL. This idea brought 4 people together: a plant breeder, a designer, a flavour scientist, and a Michelin star chef. They reinvented vegetables from the ground up and created a new range of vegetables and plant-based products packed with bold, exciting new flavours. At RadicL, they grow everything from seed for optimal taste, flavour and texture, guaranteed 100% natural, so no need for additives. RadicL serves you a range of non-alcoholic drinks, a refreshing barrel-aged red bell pepper drink with floral notes of hibiscus as an alternative to red wine. It rehydrates and revitalises the body. Energy boosters, a fruity pumpkin cold brew coffee energy booster loaded with nutrients. A fruity sweet potato aphrodisiac with hints of citrus. Meat alternatives. Our burger from eggplant and curcumin leaves boosts immunity and increases digestion. By far the most healthy meat alternative on the market. No high processing, no additives, no added fat or sugar. Only vegetables. Join the food revolution and eat radically. RadicL. Vegetables radically reinvented.
You guys, you thought up RadicL, but what is RadicL really about?
Indeed, Kevin. We're on a mission to breed natural flavors back into vegetables, so we can develop the next generation plant-based foods.
Mm-hmm.
We all know that vegetables are healthy and sustainable, but we should eat more of them. The problem with vegetables is taste. The majority of us just don't like the taste of vegetables. On top of that, industrially grown vegetables hardly contain any nutrients and taste bland. So other plant-based products help reducing environmental impact, but unfortunately they use a lot of additives, artificial flavoring, and high processing. That's exactly what we want to avoid at RadicL. So how do we solve the problem at RadicL? At RadicL, we crossbreed new vegetable varieties specifically for taste.
Okay.
So crossbreeding is a classic breeding technique, but we've combined it with artificial intelligence. And by doing so, we can create new vegetable varieties in 2 to 3 years, what normally would take up to 6 to 8 years. We literally reinvented plant-based food from the ground up, starting with the seed.
Yeah, and that's why we're here in a greenhouse, I think.
Exactly, that's why we're here in a greenhouse.
Yeah.
So let me explain you the brand philosophy with an example.
Please do.
Many of you might know that a commercial sweet chili sauce contains up to 60% added sugar, added refined sugar. So how do we solve the sugar problem? At RadicL, we crossbreed a spicy chili with a sweet bell pepper. Problem solved. So we just have to mix and heat a new pepper variety.
Right.
And then we've got a delicious sauce. No added sugar, same taste. And that is exactly the brand philosophy that we have at RadicL.
Yeah. And the important thing is it's all plant-based. It's plant-based.
Yeah. So basically we want to make vegetables sexy again by focusing on bold, exciting new flavors.
Yeah.
So let me introduce you to Peter, my co-founder and partner in crime.
Hey,
and
Peter.
He's a chef.
Welcome as well.
And we'll explain a little bit more about meat alternatives.
Yeah. So I have also another example, which is our plant-based meat alternative. And we see a lot of burgers in supermarket, and they are mostly made of soy. And soy has also very bland taste. So producers need to high process it a lot to have that meaty flavor and meaty texture. This is not the case with our meat alternative. We have grown Nisaura, which is an eggplant.
Right, you can see them there.
This one. And the Isaura, has already a meaty flavor and texture. As you can see, it has the same fatty green notes and the same roasted popcorn notes as in a roasted beef.
For the viewers at home, that's the aroma wheel again. We talked about that earlier. Yeah, so this makes up...
so the green notes and the roasted are very similar to that of roasted beef. So we don't need a high process to get a meaty flavor in our burger. It's quite simple. So it's just mixing the burger and heating, and that's it. And if you want, I have a burger with a sauce. And
I hope I can keep it clean. Okay, with a little bits of sauce in there.
Yeah, so we have our chili sauce.
No meat involved, right?
No meat involved. It's 100% plant-based.
Okay, let's try this.
And if you want to support our mission, if you want to taste our products, then support us with our crowdfunding on RadicL.eu.
Yeah, and it really has that burger texture.
Yeah.
But it's purely plant-based.
Yeah, purely plant-based.
Yeah. Are there varieties possible? Because this is one version of that burger. Can you experiment with different kinds of stuff?
So in this burger we have added curcuma leaf, which is also good for your health.
Yeah.
And the other version will be with walnuts and...
with walnuts and?
Walnuts and some spices.
Okay.
Yeah.
How exciting is it to be experimenting with this in the kitchen?
Quite a lot. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you focus on most when you're creating this kinds of stuff?
Mostly the taste should be good. It should have that. We don't want to replicate meat. It's a vegetable burger, but the texture should be good, the taste should be good, the flavor should be okay. So it's mostly on this, and then we don't try to add. We don't add any additives, so it's 100% clean.
Yeah, like we say in Flemish, puur natuur.
Voilà.
Yeah. And for everyone else, the same thing. Johan, can you join us again? So what's your approach with RadicL? What are the next steps that you're going to do with the company to make it work, to make an impact?
So first of all, we seek support. This is a huge mission. We are already working on it for 6 years, breeding new varieties.
Right.
But we cannot do it alone. So we seek support to bring the products to the market, and that's why you should all visit RadicL.eu and support the crowdfunding. That's the first thing.
Can we tell people what the money is going to be used for exactly?
Yes, production. So we're going to use the money for, there's 12 products, and we're going to use it for the production to really start growing the products and bring them to the market.
Yeah. Is it something that, well, it takes a lot of time to, like you said, you've been already in kind of a preparation phase for 6 years. How did you see this evolving into something that really is going to work?
I think it's support, getting the support from the food industry, from the retail is important. They are the ones that can bring it to the market. But we are also seeking at food service and maybe delivery. Delivery is also a very good channel to bring it to the market. Yeah,
because that's one of the topics of Eating the Gap as well. How to get healthy food, plant-based food, other types of thoughts about food to the masses, really, because that's really important that people can adopt new strategies in food thinking, really.
Yes.
And that's one of the things that obviously in RadicL is top of mind as well, no?
Exactly. That's key. That's the most important part.
Yeah. With how many people are you working at this moment at RadicL?
It's a small team. So the founders, there are 4 founders. There's the breeder, There is Bernard Lahus, Peter, and myself. And then we have a team that we are growing around us to bring it to the market. There's production. There's, of course, the commercial breeders to grow the crops. So it's growing.
Yeah. But as you're 4 people who are really monitoring that, it's something that's obviously near to your heart as well.
Yes. It's on a daily basis that we are experimenting, that we are really thinking about how can we really solve problems that are crucial problems for the food industry, like the sugar problem. How can we solve it by implementing that technology into the seed? So really going back to the seed, for us the solution is in the seed. Yeah. So if we have a certain problem on texture or on sugar or anything, we try to crossbreed new varieties and bring that solution into the seed. And that's a totally different, that's a radically new thinking which we want to introduce into the food industry.
Yeah, because a lot of options and a lot of ideas out there is using stuff that's already there. This is going really to the beginning of the process and making it happen on that level, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Can you say the name of or the URL of the website again, so people can know where to support you guys?
So it's www.radicl.eu, and there you can find a link to an Indigo crowdfunding campaign to support us.
Yeah. So that's radicl.eu, radicl.eu. Guys, thank you for your explanation. This was very enlightening once more. Up now, we're going to see what we can do with wasted soil.